You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? How we doing? Feeling good. Hope everybody had a wonderful Sunday. My. How about the Chicago Sky? Why? Chicago dropped another one. 91-78, they fell down to the LA Sparks, and it was right just the way I thought it was going to go. The Chicago Sky, folks, I'll tell you, I haven't seen anything like this in professional basketball in a long time. But things do pop up, and when they do, I try to put a hold on it. So sit back and relax. I'm going to tell you the Chicago Sky fell to the LA Sparks, 91-78. LA Sparks, Kelsey Plum caught fire out there, had 6 threes. Just pretty much did anything she wanted on the court. Lynn Roberts and the LA Sparks got a win, got back on track. Chicago Sky dropped their third straight. And it really was one of those things where you look at it and you say to yourself, well, that kind of happened. Were we expecting that to happen, or did we not expect that to happen? So we go over the scoring. I mean, Angel Reese 5 for 11, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, put up 13 points. Camilo Cardoso 6 of 9 came right behind that, especially with foul trouble. Went ahead and put up 12 points in 19 minutes. You got Courtney Vandersloot played a ton of minutes, 35 minutes, and put up 11 points. And then you went to it, Kia Nurse 4 and 9. Ariel Atkins, 3 of 6. They both contributed 9 and 9 respectively. Now, when you go to the minus on the plus minus, who, they lost the game 91-78, right? It's rightfully so. So you got somewhere you're looking at what, a 13-point loss. You got Angel Reese came out minus 14. Camila Cardosa in her short time was just a minus 9. You got Courtney Vandersloot minus 22. Kia Nurse minus 19. And you're going to follow up Ariel Atkins minus 12. So the game kind of got awaited. They get anything out of the bench help. Rachel Bynum came in there, went 1 of 4. Got 2 points, was a plus 10. Rebecca Allen came in there 4 of 8, was a plus 4. In her minutes on the floor, 18 and 17 respectively, they were on the plus side. And it was a sad day for the Chicago Sky, folks. I haven't seen anything like this in a long, long time. And let me tell you what's going on with the Chicago Sky. And they faced the LA Sparks. Lynn Roberts coming in, new coach. One thing about Lynn Roberts likes to space the floor. She'll space you out into the fifth row if she could, right? And I could see her and Plum are building a relationship or getting to know each other. She's giving her a lot of rope, a lot of freedom, basically giving the keys to the car and letting her have a fun time doing it. And you know what? Plum's not going to turn any of that down. What did Plum do tonight? 36 minutes, 9 18, plus 19 on the floor. Finished with 28 points, right? No way of stopping Plum tonight. I mean, she's raining threes, goes 6 of 10, right? Then you got Sarah Ashley Barker coming in there, Alabama rookie. I mean, the rookie's just puts in work, right? I mean, she's a nonstop energy bunny. 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from the actual 3-point line behind the arc. Finished a plus 7, put 9 points on the board. Hamby worked all night, didn't shoot it fairly well. 35 minutes, 3 of 11, 3 of 5, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, but still pulled in 6 boards. Hamby put on a show, got 8 assists, 6 steals tonight, and 1 block plus 19. No doubt about that. Stevens came in right behind it, was a plus 20. Now Stevens just annihilated when you look at it. 32 minutes, 10 of 14. Came in there at a plus 20, pulled down 8 rebounds, got 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. No doubt about it. Who shot it well? You look at the Sparks tonight. The Sparks shot it at 47% from the field. Came back 48% from the three-point line, and then carried home 69% from the free throw line. And you got to look at that because you're gonna flip that over to the Sky. Now the Sky, how did they shoot it? 46% from the field. 32 of 69. Behind the arc, they dropped the last game. They were 40%. This game, they dropped down to 20%. And free throw line, they shot it 83%. Where did they come out on the assist total? They lost that battle to the Sparks. Sparks had 24 assists. They had 17. You come out on the steal total. Did they win that battle? Nope. They lost the battle on the steal. The Chicago Sky came in there and just couldn't get it done. Allowed the Sparks to have 12 steals. And again, the Chicago Sky picked up 6. So you're losing these battles all on the floor. And I'll tell you, when you lose battles like that, it's kind of hard to rebound or bring yourself back to get a victory, right? But that's not the truth of what the Chicago Sky, why the Chicago Sky are listening. You know, I listened to Angel Reese at the press conference, said some interesting things. I want you to take a listen at it. But Angel said some things that really made sense tonight of what they're trying to do, how they're trying to get a win, and what's stopping them from get a win. And I've got to tell you, folks, this one here, I listened to Tyler Marsh tell us about Vandersloot and what it is so special to have a veteran that's on the floor. Now I got to switch gears to you. I've given you the report. I've told you what happened in the game. I got to switch gears and give it to you uncut, give you the uncut truth of why the Chicago Sky are losing games. And I can pinpoint it out. That's part of in my history of being around the game of basketball, scouting them out. And you know, when you look at players, you're looking at pro players. There is no way the Chicago Sky can win a game, okay, with the guards that they have. And here, if you ask me, collectively, they're just not going to win a game. I mean, you put together a guard combo of Vandersloot and Ariel Atkins, right? That's not going to work, folks. That one not going to work. And here's why. Vandersloot is, I don't know what's going on out there on that court, but I got to talk about it because I haven't seen anything this while. I haven't seen an NBA guard or even a WNBA guard start an offense from half court. Vandersloot is starting an offense from half court. Vandersloot's been minus 20 in the last 3 games. She's getting killed on the court. So what you got is a situation with the Chicago Sky, and bless Tyler Marsh's heart, right? I bless his heart and bless the coaches. You got a situation with the guards, even Rachel Bynum. I mean, she give you a flair here and there, but there's no way they can compete with the guards that they're playing against in the conference. If you take the guards off of, and this is the sad part, folks, and I want to get this out. I want to switch gears on you and give you something that you haven't heard before. If you take the guards off of the LA Sparks and put them on the Chicago Sky wins the game. Hands down. Has nothing to do with coaching, right? It's just that Vandersloot cannot guard anybody anymore, will not take a defensive assignment, will not come get the basketball as a point guard. Now, I get it. Tyler Marsh is being 100% politically correct and giving her praise of all the accomplishments that he's had, that he's watched her over the years in the league, but he is nowhere near to what he had in Las Vegas. These guards here, I'm sorry, folks, they cannot apply ball pressure. They cannot get the ball to the 3, the 4, or the 5. They cannot drive, penetrate, kick. They cannot even pass the ball. You have to understand Carmilla Cordoso is 6'7". You know, you add and the rule of scouting for women different between men. You add 6 inches. So what does that make her? If she was in the NBA, she'd be 7'3". You know what? You know what's happening out there? I'm seeing balls go down to her knees. I'm seeing pocket passes hit her in the feet. Okay, I haven't seen this as pros. Now, you got 160 players in the WNBA, and you tell me there's not better guards out there. I'm gonna tell you, I'm flat out. Now, I don't understand the strategy. I will tell you this: I do not understand the Chicago Sky strategy, and let me tell you why. They don't by losing, they're just helping somebody else get a better draft pick. I believe they're not even going for the draft; they're in a trade. But when I look at this, and here's what you got to understand: you got you got Vandersloot coming in there to minus 22. That's your point guard. You know what happens when you get two players together? Every night she goes against Caitlin Clark, you're getting blown off the ball. Because here's what's happening with the Chicago Sky, folks. And this is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We're coming to you, Two Odd Media Group under the umbrella of Rock Nation. We are building, and we're going to lay this one down just the way it's supposed to be done. And I'm telling you now, even if the Sky played their best game, they can't win. They cannot apply any ball pressure on defense. So they're not disrupting the other person's offense. When I watch Vandershoot play, there's no active hands. You can do whatever you want to do. And then when it comes time for you to be the point and break down the opposing team's defense and put pressure on that team, she can't do it. Now, Kia Nurse is in the starting lineup. She's not a point guard. She doesn't have the ability. So now you're leaving Ariel Atkins. Now you got to look at this. Who did she play with last year? Alyssa Gray. Okay, you look at the team she came from, and you look at where the guards were and who they were able to play basketball with, what they're playing basketball with now. I can tell you this right now. Ariel Atkins had a better point guard last year. That's the holdup. That's why Angel Reese it's not even it's so embarrassing to see the Chicago Sky run an offense with no guards. They can't even dribble penetrate. They are passing the ball in spots and creating turnovers. Now, here's the thing that if no one else can see this, okay, and especially with Camila Cardosa, guys, I mean, can we work on the closeout? I mean, she's getting fouls she doesn't even have to get. She's hipping people in the end because she's jumping she simply closed out. She doesn't even have to jump. But guys, this is a major, major issue. And the reason I say it's a major issue because you got Bynum coming off the bench and she doesn't give any ball pressure either. So now you're in a position where you got the 3 to 4 and 5. They are rushing and pumping up shots so fast. And Carmelo Cardoso, here's the deal. You get somebody go 6 of 9, right? Ducking inside. All you got to do is have a little patience and it's there. She's virtually unstoppable, but if you don't have guards to give her the ball, you're never going to win a game. This is an embarrassment, and this should not be happening in Chicago. Jeff P., the general manager, came and told us these are the players that I've chosen. And you know what, folks? I'll tell you, general managers do fail, right? They do fail. They sometimes put a collective group, which they put a collective group of guards last year together, couldn't play. Now you put another collective group of guards together, they can't play together. So guess what you got? You got the Chicago Sky dropping down 0-3. No other way about it. Every time the Chicago Sky play, I want you to look at something, folks. You look at the opposing point guard. If that point guard is going to be getting hot and going to get 20 or 30 and Vandersloot's going, they're going to get that. There's nothing you can do. Are we going to be able to apply pressure back the way they are applying pressure to the Chicago Sky guards? No. No, you can't. You can't put any ball pressure. There's nobody on this team that can apply ball pressure 94 feet of the court. So when you're getting Vandershoot to pass an entry pass in an offense, folks, I haven't seen this since my junior high. You're passing an entry from half court. You can't touch the paint. You can't get downhill. I get it. Kennedy Carter didn't fit it, but Jeff P., who's the replacement? You don't have a replacement. So now you got Ariel Atkins out of position, which is taking Nurse, who's a good player. You're putting her out of position. Rebecca Allen's a great player. You got her playing out of position, and you got the entire Chicago Sky playing out of position, getting beat. Now what happens? They're going to lose every 50-50 ball. Because why? They're not in the game. They're not ready to compete. And here's the deal that really got me, folks, and this is what's sad, right? I saw Vandershoot. I saw Carmela Cardoso go down in this game right here, making a run, get 3 straight hoops. And what does Vandershoot go? She goes away from her. Folks, that's not winning basketball. Chicago Sky are not going to win every time they take the court. They got to have patience to do so. They don't have the patience to win a ball game. And when you're losing 50-50 balls, right? You're losing 50 balls. And here's where I'm saying. When the Chicago Sky tonight they had a 31-27 point lead. Vandershoot was out of the game. They built that lead. She checked back in the game, folks. That was a 14-point minus swing right there when she checked back in the game. This has got to stop. Hey, if the Chicago Sky want to say they're improving, they're working on something, there's no way they can win. They will never. All they're going to do is get a frustrated Camila Cardosa. You're going to get a frustrated Angel Reese, right? You're going to get them frustrated, right? You're going to get Nurse is going to be frustrated, right? These things are going to happen. Onionware is going to be frustrated. And then on top of that, you're going to get Williams, who's busting her tail, is going to be frustrated because you have no guards. You have nobody that can throw a decent entry pass in the right way. They don't know where the pass is going to go. They don't have a target to where they're throwing it. And this has been going on for 3 games because they don't have any guards, folks. And if you don't have a point guard, I tell you what, Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast, folks. I've been on point guards. I can tell you the best in the league. You play the New York Liberty, they got two. They got a Nescu and they got Collier. So if you're going to play against them, you're not winning because you can't match that. You can't match the ball pressure that Collier can give. You cannot do it. Cloud, you can't match the pressure. Anytime you have a guard that's going to apply pressure, you're going to lose a game. And every time the Chicago Sky play, they're going to lose a game because it's impossible for them to win the game. You can't beat Washington because you don't have a point guard that you can't match the guards. You can't beat Seattle because you can't match the guards. This is going to go on and on and on. You're not going to beat the Atlanta Dream because you're not going to match Gray. And when these guards, the teams you're playing now with the new coaches are putting the defense up on you, they're not going to be giving in. And folks, I'll tell you this, that's why the Chicago Sky are losing. And it has nothing to do with coaching. Jeff P's got a lineup of guards that can't play in the WNBA. You know, this is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. We try to keep it 100 with you when we can, and every once in a while, we're going to bring you the untold truth. Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast is telling you all my knowledge, all my experience. Ain't no way in the world the Chicago Sky can win a game with the guards that they have. The season's going to be a wrap. I don't know where they're going to go. They're going to need to make a trade. They better go over there to get North Carolina State guard James from the wings, get somebody who can play. They're not utilizing. You're going to have to hustle and bustle, sign you a free agent. But you need ball pressure to win in the WNBA. And if the team every night the Chicago Sky play is applying that pressure and causing those turnovers, then guess what? Causing you to throw an entry pass and an offense before you even reach half court, you're not going to win no games in the WNBA. Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. We just dropped the bomb on my. Why are the Chicago Sky losing? They ain't got no guards, folks. And no matter how you twist it, you can get old overnight in this game. And that's what happened to Vandershoot. Can't apply pressure and can't handle the pressure. And no way Tyler Marsh, no much how much veteran experience she has, you're not going to win. Angel Reese, sits tight. Camila Cardoso, sit tight. Nurse, Kia Allen, sit tight. You got to get some guards in here to win the game. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast, and we just wanted to let you know why the Chicago Sky are losing games. All things possible to those who believe. You stay tuned, and we're going to keep bringing it just the way you want it done. We'll see you soon.